It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
Well, races 6, 7, 8, and 9 will be jackpot 2 with the 9 races carded at Hollywoodbets Greyville. And race number 6 is the first of our 2 features on the day. And this is the Christmas handicap. It's over 1,600 meters. It is for a stake of 100,000 and 9 runners accepted to take their place in this race. And there is lots of form to work around. Okay. The fixed odds betting market, this is number 1 at 7 to 1, number 3 at 8 to 1, number 5, Cape Eagle, is at 18 to 10, number 7, Q Wing, I've taken the betting down with that horse because I think he deserves a mention, is at 11 to 1, 8, Imalense Yokotutuma at 8 to 1, and 9, Mexican Pete, is at 7 to 2. Well, I think all eyes and majority of race goers, when they had a look at this race, they should be positively in the camp of number 5, Cape Eagle. Andre Allen, Platinum Racing, and that man, Richard Fourie, well, he's getting a lot of airtime on this previous show, and rightfully so, because, as I said in one of the previous races, choice mounts on the day. Well, here's one of them, Cape Eagle, a 7-time winner from 19 starts, the 6-year-old, and he's had a solid career. He's won 3 times over the distance, 3 times at the course, 2 of them over the course and distance, and he's a horse that loves to be positively ridden. We know his style of racing. He just gets to the front with that natural gait speed. He uses the length of his stride. He dictates matters up front. And he very seldom tires and throws in the town. He is a horse that wins his races just by the tempo that he keeps once the starter says go. And you think, or should I think, I would think that, you know, the jockeys behind him, and they know exactly what's going to be happening, but it's so difficult for them to try and change tactics because he's so confident when he's in front. But this race, I fancy that he's not going to have things his own way. There are going to be challenges because there are other runners that seem to, you know, race well up handy. And the only other obvious horse is Adabar, MJ Ordendaal's runner. This horse, he runs his best races. In fact, his wins have been dictating. You look at all of his 4 wins, to the front, never headed. All 4 of his wins. If you go to his first win when he shed his maiden over 1,600 meters, to the front, never headed. His second win over 1,600 meters, the same. His third win over 1,800 meters, the same. And then last time out, again, the same. And Calvin Habib is 2 from 2 on him, and Richard Fourie is 1 from 1 on Cape Eagle. Now, the way I see the race between these 2 runners, I would suspect, and I think I could be on the mark here, that, you know, Adabar may just be, you know, too quick for Cape Eagle, and Richard Fourie wouldn't mind that. So I can see Adabar in front in this race, and Cape Eagle possibly just sitting behind. That's the way I read the race. Now, can Adabar, you know, beat number 5, Cape Eagle? When you look at the form lines of Cape Eagle, he's run close up to Royal Victory. He's run close up to See It Again. Royal Victory has since gone on to win the Betway Summer Cup. And See It Again, he is the ruling King's Plate favorite and the ruling WSB Cape Met favorite. And this horse got very close to him that day in very testing conditions. Of course, See It Again was having a prep run, his first this season, but nevertheless, you know, Cape Eagle ran an excellent race. He was receiving, 4 kgs from Maseed again, but he ran an excellent race. Now, to run that close against the horse that is, hopefully, and fingers crossed for Michael Roberts and the Connection, is going to have a wonderful season. He's already started off his campaign 2 from 2. What a performance from him most recently in Cape Town. And we'll see how he goes now in those 2 major features down in the Western Cape. See it again. But coming back to Cape Eagle, I can't see him in front in this race. If he gets to the front, I think it'll just be by some stroke of luck if something goes awry with Adabar, because I can see Adabar in front, Cape Eagle sitting just off them. These 2 horses turning into the straight, trying to skip on the opposition, and I see Cape Eagle possibly winning this. But if there is going to be an upset, I just want to touch on a few runners. I think you'll have to have a look at a runner like Q-Wing at double figures, 11-1. His recent form wouldn't inspire much, but let me tell you something. This horse, on his day, if he's ready to run and ready to race, he is a serious racehorse that can turn it on, and he'll enjoy a hot pace. The quicker they go, the better it's going to suit number 7, Q-Wing. Would he be a surprise winner? No. Imalenze Yokotutuma for Garrett van Zyl. That last start behind William Robertson was a good comeback run. It was a short break I say short break. No, it was not a short break. It was a break from April to December. So that was a long layoff for this horse. And it was a good comeback run behind William Robertson, a run that was used to bring him on over that short distance of 1,200 meters. So Imalenze Yokotutuma has to be a runner. And then the unknown in the race, I'll say the unknown is Mexican Pete, because he's been rated by Frank Robinson, who has some wonderful youngsters in his stable. And this horse reeled off the hat trick in KZN. And then they said, why not? Let's take a chance. Let's go to Gauteng. We got nothing to lose. Let's see how he fares against, some of the best of his generation. Because we didn't see this fella as a 2-year-old, so there was nothing to compare against his generation. So he went up and he took his place in the Dingans. And I haven't spoken to Frank about what went wrong, or how he traveled, or where the excuses. But in hindsight, it looked like the wrong move to try him up in a young horse traveling, etc. It didn't work out. But he's back in KZN now, and he's got 3 from 3. And any horse to win his first 3 starts does take some doing. So this horse with just 53.5 on his back, watch out. Another horse that will enjoy a hot pace up front. I've watched him. He looks like a progressive type, this fellow, number 9, Mexican Pete. I think those are the horses that I'll play around, the ones that I mentioned. But no doubt, I think the right horse at the top of the betting boards for this year's Christmas handicap, and number 5, Cape Eagle.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.